What's happening? Thanks for joining us again. I'm Chris.
I'm Pete.
And Pete, what are we looking at?
We are looking at a Cantillon Rose de Gambrinus. Cantillon is a Belgian brewer that does a lot of gooses, creeks, and lambics. They're kind of considered at the forefront worldwide for just making amazing beer. I actually picked this up. It's almost impossible to get it in the States.
So you just swung by France?
Yeah, I decided to make a quick trip over for this video and picked up a few Cantillons and brought them back on the airplane. This one is, they macerate fresh raspberries into a 2-year-old lambic.
If you macerate anything else, I think you go to jail.
Yes, it's not, and don't mistake that for masticating raspberries in. There weren't like French or Belgian men spitting raspberries into the beer.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's supposed to be phenomenal. The real cool thing is, and I've never seen this, they cork and cap it. Not with a cap like a wire cage or whatever, but just like literally a cap. So I guess
I've had one other beer like that. I want to say it was actually a Lindemans, the Cuvée Rene, I think does that.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's a goose, so you can obviously age it for decades upon decades. So
yeah, and this one it was bottled in May. They suggested drinking this fairly soon because of the raspberries, the flavor will fall off.
Right.
I did bring back a goose, and actually that says you can age it until 2030.
Now, what was the real treat with this was when you did the what you paid for it conversion.
Yeah.
Zach told me it worked out to something ridiculous.
I think this was like $6 or $7. And you probably would trade. I don't even know how much the trade value on this $40 or something, probably $30 or $40.
Yeah, you figure whatever you'd have to pay for it here if you can even get it here.
Yeah. So I tried a different a 750 of a different Cantillon and just slugged it down in the hotel room out of hotel glass while I was there. It seemed wrong, but
this is like every corner has just Cantillon just overflowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
All right. Well, let's get in the glass. What's this come in at for an ABV?
I have no idea. I'm assuming, and we can check. I'm assuming it's probably in the 5, 6, 7%.
Either way, when you're watching this review, you've already seen it at the beginning, so it's just a mystery to us right now.
Just gotta make sure I don't give you more than what I got because I had to carry this intercontinental.
You had to trust the luggage handlers of that fine airline you took.
Well, the beer store that I bought it in, actually, I took some heady topper over and did some trading with the guy. And they had this spool of bubble wrap. I mean, they expected
they know
people,
what you're doing.
so they bubble wrapped everything.
Because they were at the airport.
Exactly, duty free. I got some Junior Mints and some Cantillon.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it's 5%.
5%. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that is definitely pouring like a really. That's red. Like like a red burgundy, sort of like a dark pink grapefruit, if you will.
Yes, and I'm gonna guess that there's probably some raspberry macerated raspberries kind of.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but pretty much the head that you may have seen dissipated.
Yeah. Super
quick. There's just a film left on the top, and
it's pretty cloudy.
Yep.
And I'm not seeing anything in it, but it's definitely cloudy.
What do we got for a nose here? I'm not getting any raspberry off it.
None
it's
at
just. It's like that standard kind of goose lambic, scent.
But not overwhelming.
No.
I mean, it's fairly subdued. Like the Supplication, Russian River Supplication had a much more heavy.
Yeah. And I don't even know how would I compare this sort of nose to. I mean, because I'm familiar with it because I've had a bunch of goose and lambics before, and it's really just that sort of unique kind of smell that it has. I don't know what I'd compare it to.
No, it's very mild.
Yeah, it's definitely like you can sense that it's tart. It has that going for it, that kind of tart, refreshing sort of aroma. But yeah, other than that, I'm not getting a whole lot of the raspberry in there. But I need to drink some Cantillon.
Yes.
Cheers.
Definitely picking up the raspberries.
Raspberry, it's surprisingly easy to drink. The raspberries right there on it. It's not an overwhelming tartness or sour. There's definitely that, like I was saying, like that lambic sort of, there's that taste in there. You know, you're getting definitely some dryness from the barrels, because this has been, clearly it's, barrel aged, and they say they do it for, how long is it?
Well, they put the raspberries in a 2-year-old goose.
Okay.
So, but it doesn't mention what the goose has been aged in.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, it's clearly barrel aged, but
Yeah.
and you're getting a lot of that dryness from it. There's tons of, there's still a lot of carbonation. It's definitely very refreshing, easy to drink.
Yeah.
5%, it's not an extremely high alcohol by any stretch of the imagination. The raspberry comes through very nice. It's not cloyingly sweet
Not
or
at all.
overpowering. It's completely on par with the rest of the flavors. Melds in like perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, it almost, the tartness and the sweetness of the raspberries just kind of blend, and it's not overly tart, it's not overly sweet. I mean, well, they know what they're doing. So.
Yeah, they're no rookies to the beer industry. So yeah, I'm impressed. This is the first Cantillon I've ever had. It's highly sought after. I can see why they craft a solid product here.
Yep. I may just have to go back and get more.
Because you went there just because.
Got a long weekend coming up. Maybe I'll do that.
Swing by. Cool. So I guess with that said, we're going to continue enjoying the rest of our glasses here. Hope you're enjoying something as well, and see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.